New details tonight after a firefighter died while assigned to fight wildfires in the Superior National Forest. While authorities have not shared his name yet, in a Facebook post, his Alaska-based crew identified him as Leslie Washington. They say he was from Alaska and had been in Minnesota fighting the bear trap fire near Ely. Authorities held another procession today as they escorted his body from Superior to the Twin Cities. Authorities have not shared details about his death aside from it being a medical emergency.